All new this morning, an emotional hearing on a bill that could help fund crisis services in Oregon.
But it could mean your phone bill could go up. Fox 12's Drew Reeves joins us now with more on the bill and what people had to say about it. Drew?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Right now we are outside of the National Alliance on Mental Illness here in Portland, and they say that this piece of legislation is their top priority. They say it is necessary to get a steady revenue stream for 988 and other mental health services, which is what this bill aims to do. They've encouraged people to email their state representatives in support of this bill and spoke in favor of the bill at that public hearing last night. Much of the testimony from that hearing was in support of the bill. Many shared their emotional stories about how mental health and suicide have impacted their lives. But there was some opposition to the bill, largely from those in the telecommunications industry.
You're likely not aware that both of my parents attempted suicide. Growing up on the Oregon coast, there were no resources available for people in crisis, and both of my parents at separate times on their darkest days attempted to take their own lives.
We would encourage the legislature to use state appropriations and utilize federal funds to support the 988 program. If the state cannot find the funds to support 988 through state appropriations, the bill should be amended to ensure that any new tax is limited and the amount is justified by data.
And some worry that a tax on phone services could impact people's access to the internet, which many do get through their cell phone. But those who support the bill say that without it, funding for 988 and mobile health crisis services would be underfunded and disjointed, and that they would not be implemented properly. Reporting live in Northeast Portland, Drew Reeves. Good day, Oregon.